Tenerife. Perched on the northwestern coast of Africa, this Spanish island is popular amongst European holidaymakers, famed for its all-inclusive hotels and lively party scene. Out of the millions of Brits who visit Tenerife, 95% of them stay in the tourist hotspots which dominate the southeastern coast. But there's another side to the island. My name is Ella, and I visited Tenerife for a week with the aim of exploring the island's rarely visited north. It's a world of towering peaks, picturesque coastlines and prehistoric forests. An area where English is barely spoken and where the food is local and authentic. My journey away from Tenerife's beaten tourist track was filled with unexpected surprises. Not all of them welcome.
It's about time I gave an update, I think.
Join me as I experience Unexplored Tenerife. The sun rose on our last official day in Tenerife. Tomorrow we'd be heading back to the UK. So far I had visited Santa Cruz, Tenerife's capital city, the mountainous coastal region of Taganana and the historical city of La Laguna, but there was one key place that I was still dying to visit. Illness in the form of a fever and head cold had hindered my trip, stealing 2 whole days that could have instead been spent exploring. Today, I still wasn't feeling myself, but it was my last chance to explore, so I decided I wasn't going to let the sickness stop me. A strange noise sounded from outside the front door, so I decided to open it and investigate. I was surprised but delighted when a pregnant tortoiseshell cat entered the house. Being a huge fan of cats, I couldn't have expected a better gift on my doorstep.
Hey! Oh!
Maybe this visitor was the reason why the house came with some cat food in the pantry. She wasn't overly keen on the cat biscuits, so we decided to try something else. Surely she couldn't turn down a beautiful slice of Iberico ham?
Iberico. Oh.
As expected, it was much more to her liking. As much as I'd have loved to have spent the day with my new friend, we had some exploring to do. So it was time to wave goodbye and set off on our adventure. Our journey took us down through the city of San Cristobal de la Laguna and then up into the towering peaks that lay beyond it. We were heading deep into the Anaga mountain range, but instead of viewing the coastline, we wanted to focus more on the mountain range's interior. We journeyed to a crossroads within the Anaga Rural Park called Cruz. From here, there are numerous hiking trails which you can take through Tenerife's prehistoric laurel forests, also known as cloud forests. We started taking a route which was accessible from the main car park. Cloud forests are a type of subtropical forest that grows in areas of high humidity and mild temperatures. Laurel forests once covered much of northern Africa and southern Europe, up until roughly 20,000 years ago. Now they are rare to find. The forests date back to the Tertiary period.
With the roots, trees towering overhead.
Walking through the ancient forest was peaceful. Sunlight filtered gently down through the tangled canopy, and birdsong was all around us. After a relaxing stroll through Tenerife's pristine forests, we continued our journey through Anaga. Further up the road was a quaint restaurant perched upon the most magnificent viewpoint called Casa Santiago. It wasn't just about the views though. The service was so friendly and the food itself was delicious. It was then time to head back to our villa to prepare for our flight back to the UK the following morning. I had loved exploring the rarely seen reaches of Tenerife. My illness may have been determined to hamper my experience, but I persisted in seeing as much of the island's gems as possible. However, I had no idea that our already challenging holiday was about to get a whole lot worse.